All right, I decided to do a quick video on how to run fuel line for a Poulan S25DA, Super 25DA chainsaw. So first thing you got to do is pop off this cover here. Take this cover off, take the cap off, and take this cover off here. So that cover goes on the top, this goes on the side, right here, okay? Pull the old line out, probably look like crap. Get yourself some new line. It's 3/16 outer diameter, and then you can either use, I think, 1/8 inner or 3/32 inner. I know some guys use 3/32 inner so it doesn't kink as much in here. So I guess that works too. That's what I'm going to try. So in order to get to this, the way it routes, it comes from the carb right up there. See the fitting? So that's the inlet there for the carb. So it's going to route through there, through this hole that goes through the handle there. It comes down through there, and then it's got to snake around and come through this little hole there that's kind of in the frame part there. And then it's got to come out and go into the tank. Now the sucky part is you can't hardly get to anything here because usually the flywheel is there, like on that one. So you can do it without taking the flywheel off. I guess guys have done it different methods, you know, putting line through the fuel line or whatever to feed it through and pull it. But I don't know, I screwed with it for a few minutes. I'm like, no way, this sucks. So I thought I'd just try taking the flywheel off. So taking the flywheel off really isn't all that difficult on this one. At least this one was good. I use my impact, so I just got a 1/2 inch impact socket. Put that sucker on there and busted it loose. And then it wouldn't, you know, it's not going to budge because it's still stuck on there pretty good. So what I ended up using was a little brass drift. So I just kind of keep the nut on here so you don't mushroom the threads on the crank end here. So I got it about flush there, so the threads would have something on them. I put this guy there. All right, and then I smacked it with this hammer. And at the same time while I was doing that, I kind of got this big screwdriver here for leverage and stuck it in here and was pushing up on the flywheel just a little bit. It's kind of hard to do with just one person, but I had the screwdriver here, and I was kind of leaning on it with my arm, my elbow kind of this way. And I was holding the brass drift like this, and then my other hand, whack, hit it with the hammer. I hit it like probably, I don't know, 3, 4, or 5 times. Not super hard, just good taps. And then on the last one there, it kind of popped up a little bit. And then I was able to take the nut off the washer and slide the flywheel, came right off. And the key stayed in there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know where it is now, but the key is still in there, the little woodruff key. So then you get the flywheel and you can actually get back in here, you know, otherwise this flywheel just takes up the whole space. So then I kind of just fed it through. I didn't have to do anything fancier. I just kind of fed it through and just was able to finagle it in with like a little pick. I had little picks and stuff. I can kind of push it up through and then use my fingers. Pulled right through, no problem. The hardest part I've had so far was getting it back into the tank. So I cut it at an angle. So like, if you can see here, I cut it at an angle. So it goes, I don't know, like 45 degrees or whatever that is. So you can kind of slide it through. And then it wouldn't fit through the hole here. So I kept trying to push it through, couldn't do it. So I drilled a little hole through here. I found a little twist tie, popped that through there and tied it, pulled that through the tank. And then I was able to pull it through all the way, and I got some pliers and just pulled it right through. So now I got it pulled through, so. But that's about it. So now I got to put the run enough line in here and then hook the fuel filter up to it. And then I'll put this all back together, put the flywheel back on, the coil, the covers, and then see if it'll start here eventually. But that's kind of it. So it's really not too difficult, but you do have to take some parts off to do it, to get it done right. So, and I would recommend trying to, you know, get something to pull it through here through the tank. At least on mine it was too tight to push through. So, but yeah, that's it. All right, see you.